Good evening, student. This is TY BSc Physics, semester 3rd, Atomic and Molecular Physics, paper 4. The last chapter is Raman spectroscopy. What is by Raman spectroscopy? You know very well Dr. C.V. Raman. He is the Nobel laureate in Indian scientist. He is studying scattering of light, found that when a beam of monochromatic light was passed through organic liquids such as benzene, toluene, etc. In 1922, Sir C.V. Raman published his works on the molecular diffraction of light. The first of a series investigation of that time which led to discovery Raman effect on 28th February 1928. Later he was awarded Nobel Prize in 1930 for the discovery of Raman effect. Today we have to study what is the Raman effect. In Rayleigh scattering of light is a family of phenomena which is responsible for the blue color of the sky. He is found the Raman effect. In 1928, C.V. Raman discovered another type of light scattering by particle in which the frequency changes when the light is scattered. When monochromatic radiation passes through pure transparent substance, that is solid, liquid or gas, it may undergo scattering in addition to absorption or transmission. The scatter radiations consist of, first one is central line called Rayleigh line. There are three lines: central, left and right. Central lines called as Rayleigh line. Frequency of such line is same as frequency of source, nu zero. Then second one is a series of displaced line with slightly different frequencies on both sides, means left and right, both sides of central line. This phenomena of scattering with modified frequency is called as Raman scattering. This is the main name of this Raman scattering. Raman scattering is weak scattering and is about 1% of the incident radiation or less than 0.01% of Rayleigh scattering. Rayleigh scattering means original scattering or elastic scattering. Raman scattering does not involve absorption of radiation. The scattering occurs in 10 to the power minus 12 seconds after excitation. Only 10 to the power minus 12 seconds is stopped in the excited states. Raman spectroscopy deals with the measurement of intensity of scattered radiation as a function of wavelength. The lines in Raman scattering are frequently arranged symmetrically on both sides of the Rayleigh line. The figure shows this line. This is the Rayleigh scattering. This is the natural or main line or elastic line. The two lines are produced Stokes scattering and second one is anti-Stokes scattering. Rayleigh scattering is a elastic scattering and Stokes scattering and anti-Stokes scattering are inelastic because they have to, this is left side goes to left side and this is goes to right side. That's how the formula is h nu 0 minus h nu vibration, and right side formula h nu 0 plus h nu vibration. These are the state 0 and 1 state. Okay, the frequency shift delta nu occurs when some of the energy of the scattered photon is taken up by a molecule which is excited into vibrational motion. The lines of frequency less than that of Rayleigh line. Nu is less than nu zero. That is the Rayleigh line. Are called nu is less than nu zero are called Stokes line. This line, Stokes line. The lines of frequency greater than that of Rayleigh line. Nu is greater than nu zero are called as anti-Stokes line. This effect is shown in figure 1. This is anti-Stokes line. Okay. In transparent material, most of the molecules are initially in the ground state, state 0. We have to shown in this equation, in this figure. This is state 0 and this is state 1. State 0, but because of thermal agitation, some molecules will be in an excited state 1. During the scattering process, the incoming photon raises the molecule to a virtual, that is not existent, excited state. But the molecule cannot remain in this virtual level, so it immediately falls back down the lower level with the emission of photon. If the molecule falls into the same level from which is excited, there is no frequency shift in the emitted photon and there is having Rayleigh scattering. If the molecule falls into a different level, the energy of the emitted photon must differ from that of incoming photon in order to conserve total energy. In this case, the emitted photon has different frequency than that of incident photon. This process is called as Raman scattering.